Okay, so tonight we're doing chicken and yellow rice. That was one of my mom's specialties, and all of the sisters want this recipe. Well, I've kind of made it my own. So my mom would boil chicken in a pot of water and then pull our chicken apart and add rice. I've done it kind of so that it'll work for today's families, because I am always in a hurry and I don't know who else is not. But let's get started. The first thing you do is you get yourself a package of yellow rice. Okay, I got the family version. You can get the family size. You can get the smaller size, the one down or whatever, and make it in a smaller container. I'm making mine in a 13 by 9. I have the rice poured out. It's layering the bottom of the pan, and there is some seasoning in it, and so I just took a whisk and I just patted it out, breaking up the seasoning that's in it, which is, you know, your choice. I guess it would dissolve either way. Okay, so that's in the bottom of the pan. Then I'm going to take my chicken, and another thing that I always forget to do is to lay out the meat before I go to work, because I'm always in a hurry. So with this one, you can do it frozen. So I'm laying my chicken down in I've washed the chicken, and now I'm laying it down in the rice. And let's see what it looks like. It looks like this, just laid down in the rice. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a can of, let's see, petite diced tomatoes, which Great Value seems to be my going thing. I usually shop at Aldi, but this week, with everybody remodeling, we've decided to grab our stuff when we were at Walmart, so here you are. I'm going to take the can of tomatoes, and I'm just going to lay it in here over the top of the chicken, like that. Then I'm going to take a spoonful of garlic. I use fresh garlic, or you can use, I have a garlic press, but this seems to be so much. Everything's about convenience now. So I'm going to put a couple spoonfuls and just kind of like put it out in, there we go, a couple clumps of that. Let's see, that's what it looks like. Just kind of put the tomatoes in there, and on top of it I put the garlic. You could chop up an onion, but I have picky people, so I use the minced onion for some reason. It doesn't feel like they're eating onions. I guess you could mince fresh onion. Anyway, I just sprinkle that over the top of it. Not too much. And then, of course, I add a little bit of onion powder to that. Probably, you know, just like, I'll show you. I'm just layering it over the top. And how about a little bit of black pepper, and also a little bit of salt. And I just grabbed all the stuff out of the cabinet. I do have actual containers that all these things go in. But here's a little bit of salt, which I try not to salt too much, but there we are. Okay, so it kind of looks like this. Okay, in the pan. That's what it looks like in the pan. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is the recipe calls for 4 cups of water. Now, I've added that tomato, so I'm not going to do 4 cups of water. I'm going to do 2.5 cups of water. And it's kind of warm, so I'm just going to pour it over the top. It's going to fill up my pan pretty well. And then there's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to put some aluminum foil over it so it'll steam inside. And I'm going to cook this for about 45 minutes. Maybe a little longer. 45 minutes usually does it. but I'm going to put it in the oven, let it steam for 45 minutes. Basically, your chicken is cooked in 45 minutes anyway, and then with the rice, it will also take that water and make it all fluffy. So you basically have your chicken and yellow rice all in one. That's just today's version of it, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven at 425 for about 45 minutes, and I will check on it if obviously you check it to make sure it's done, and the rice, make sure that the water, there was enough on the top of it so it doesn't dry out your rice. So there's a little, sometimes you have to just maybe add a little water, but it should not take that long. Or you should not have to add anything else because the steam and everything definitely works on your rice as well. All right, I will post pictures later.